I bought project cars too, and I got a steering wheel and a shifter to go with it because I decided that I wanted to be able to do a little driving in addition to flight simulation. So I got this new program and I taught myself how to handle the Ferrari at Le Mans. There is a MotoGP race at Le Mans next week, and I kind of wanted to see how the circuit would be. So I went out and I spent about 2 hours learning the circuit, where the curves were, how to approach them, where the braking points were, the speeds I can go through the corners. And finally, I got ready to get into a race. Here I am doing a warm-up lap with cold tires, and so I'm just basically driving the circuit until the tires warm up. At this point, I've already got a few hours of testing in, so I have a pretty good idea where my shift points are, what kind of speeds I should be doing through the corners. So now we go back to the pits to get ready for our race. In this case, I set up a race of only 5 laps, and I selected the skill level of my opponents as beginners. Since I'm a beginner, other beginners should be a good competition. Now here at the start, I got so nervous that I forgot to shift gears. So I redlined the tachometer and forgot to shift gears. The sensations in this game are very real. And you do get very nervous. But as you can see, my time practicing on the circuit has really helped me because I'm a lot faster in the corners and I wait longer before braking. That will become obvious throughout the race. The other drivers are more beginners than I am, but I got nervous and made all kinds of errors. Errors was that I tried to pass inside the curve and got onto the grass, and I discovered to my chagrin that when you put a Ferrari on the grass and step on the gas, the tires spin. You lose traction. So I spun out, and then I had to get myself pointed in the correct direction and start over again. By this time, everybody was way ahead of me. the distraction of the other drivers around, I was able to go back to the speeds, the rhythm that I had maintained during my practice sessions, and I was actually a lot faster. And so it didn't take me very long at all before I began to catch the other drivers. Passes, I must have gone too far off the track to execute the pass, and so I was penalized, and I have a drive-through penalty. So somewhere along the line I'm going to have to drive through the pits at no more than 37 miles per hour and then return to the circuit again. We're on the 4th lap right now, so I need to do it real soon. So here I am returning to the pits to do my drive-through penalty. And while I'm doing that, of course, the other cars are catching up. One of them actually manages to pass me, but I get him back before the end of the race and end up winning. Imagine that. So in spite of the sloppy beginner level driving, I had a great time. This game has about 100 circuits to learn and hundreds of cars available. This car I haven't even begun to tune up to its capacity. I was only able to use 4 gears on this short circuit, and it has 5 gears available, so I obviously need to adjust the gear ratios to get all the capacity out of the car. But the cars have the ability to tune the chassis. So many adjustments available. And this is just the Ferrari as it comes out of the box. So a great time was had by all. Thanks for watching. I should mention that this particular kind of virtual racing actually has followers all over the world, and there are actually competitions with 20,000 euros of prize money available to the drivers who qualify. It's by invitation only. As a driver, you work your way through a career, and you get varying levels of licensing, which allow you to participate in offline and online events. You can race in real time with other pilots from all over the world. It's pretty impressive.